So I am back again today, and I know that everyone was expecting for this video to actually be a how I plan my lesson videos using Manicam and then my 2D tangible props for Qkids. But I have decided to change my mind about the content of this video today simply because I keep getting this question over and over and over again. What do I need to know for my Qkids interview? What do I need to know for my Kids interview? What do I need to know for my Magic Ears interview? Okay, and so I wanted to do a video just to kind of let you know that it's really kind of the same, okay, but different, if that makes sense. Different companies do have different expectations, okay? But for those of you who probably already teach for, say, one company, and you're looking for a second company, or you teach for two companies and you're looking for a third company, you can bet your last dollar that you kind of already know what you need to get through this next interview, okay? So today I have 10 things that we're going to talk about, and I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. You know, that's how I like to do it. I like to just get in here and give you the information and get on out, okay? So that's what we're going to try to do today. So here are 10 things that you will need to know or find out about any ESL company, online ESL company that you are interviewing for, okay? So number one, props, okay? Every ESL company is going to want you to use some sort of prop, okay? Whether it be a digital prop, okay, like this. This is one of my aunts from GoGoKid, okay. Let's see, what else do I have here? Apple, okay. Those of you who, you know, I like to use Manicam, so a lot of my props are digital. But you also may need, you know, your regular tangible, you know, 2D props, okay, like my piggies here, all right. Qkids, they have a whole section on insects right now. So I use this book a lot, you know, especially with my boys. You know, they love the beetle and the bee and, you know, things like that. Every company that you interview for is going to want you to use at least 2 props, okay? And then I'm sure someone is going to comment below and say, oh, no, Dada, whatever, or ABC, whatever, doesn't require you to use props. Okay, so let me say, to my knowledge, most companies want you to use at least 2 props. So what you need to find out is the platform compatible with something like Manicam, or I know there's a lot of others out there, Cam, or whatever you use for your digital props. You need to find out if the platform is compatible, okay, before your interview. That's something that you need to know. Just like with my companies, VIP Kid, I can use Manicam. Kid, I can use Manicam. Magic Ears, I can use Manicam. Qkids, I cannot. Okay, so that's the first thing definitely that you need to know. You know you need to use props, but you also need to find out, you know, can I use digital props? Can I use 2D props? Okay, but just know that you need to have some props. Number 2, reward system. Okay, you need to know if the company that you are interviewing for has a built-in reward system, all right, that they only require you to use, or do you need a secondary reward system? Okay. With VIP Kid, with Kid, they do have a built-in reward system. Both of them are very similar in that you give 5 stars, okay? But they highly suggest that you also have a secondary reward, okay? So, like real quickly, I will show you for my lower level students. This is honestly all that I do. You get a happy star, you get a happy star, yay! That's it. Okay. For my upper level students, and I don't have it ready to show you right now, but those of you who probably work for VIP VIP Kid, you're probably very familiar with Find a Star. Okay, so with my upper level kids, I do Find a Star. It's like, numbers, stars are behind it. Hey, pick a number 1, number 2, what number? They pick number 2, it's a star. They pick number 1, it's a picture of, I don't know, dinosaur on a tricycle or something like that. Just something really cute, okay? So, back to my point. You need to know what the reward system is and what the company expects. If they have a built-in reward and that's all they want you to use, or if they want you to use their built-in reward plus your own secondary reward. With Qkids, I know they have their own built-in reward system, and that's actually all that they require you to use. Okay, that's all that they require you to use. And I know that there are other companies out there that have Magic Ears, for example. Okay, they give trophies, and that's all that they require you to give. You don't have to have a secondary reward system. And I know that that's very appealing to a lot of people, to not have to worry about having a secondary reward system. For some people, that may be a deal breaker. So that's something that you need to know. Another thing you need to know what kind of reward they give. Okay, so let me tell you about my sad story. I work for 4 different companies. Okay, just recently started with Qkids, and they give stars, so that's a good thing. But before, I was giving stars with VIP Kid, I was giving trophies with ME, and I was giving diamonds with Qkids. So on more than one occasion, I am teaching with Qkids, and I go, "Oh, you get a star! Diamond, yeah. Yes, Susie, you get a diamond. Susie, you get a diamond." So, anyway, please try to keep in mind, what reward you're giving. Are you giving a trophy? Are you giving a star? Are you giving a diamond? That's going to be kind of, sort of important for your interview. Okay? Okay. So, reward system. That's what you need to know. All right. Number 3, you need to know, is it a 1v1 or is it a 1v4 platform? Okay, 1v1 or 1v4. That way you know how to, direct your praise as well as your timing. Okay, because with 1v1, it's super simple. I pretty much use the same formula for every 1v1 platform that I teach for. Okay, it's usually anywhere from 25, 26, 27 slides per class, 25-minute class. So I know that I need to stick to about a minute per slide. Simple as that. Okay, if I have to give a secondary reward, that secondary reward gets given every 5 slides. Okay, because if it's every 5 slides, my 5 stars. That basically takes care of Kid. That takes care of VIP Kid. And then I do my secondary reward actually kind of at the same time. I know some people might do that a little differently, but I kind of, you get a star. Now let's see if we can, uncover the picture. So I do mine at the same time. Everyone's different, okay? Also, you need to know how to direct your praise, because a lot of times when you're with a 1v4 platform and the parents give you feedback, I know one of the bad feedback tags that you can get with Qkids and that you could get with Magic Ears is, and I'm not sure if I remember the correct wording, but something like unfair attention, which basically means that you did not give consistent attention and praise to each student. Okay, basically whatever the actual wording, that's what it means. Okay, so before your interview, you're going to need to know, is it 1v1 or, is it 1v4? And sometimes even with a 1v4 platform, you're still only going to have one interviewer in the classroom. But this is still something that you might want to keep in mind, if you want to be with this company. Okay, because you need to think about the fact, can you handle a 1v4 platform? Can you do that? It's a little different. It is a little different, and it takes some getting used to if you're only used to doing 1v1. Because with 1v1, oh, big high five, Susie, yay! Okay? With a 1v4 platform, you're like, Bobby, Susie, Tina, Mike, great job! Big high five, everyone! Woohoo! It's different. Okay, so you got to be prepared for that. Let's see, background, like behind me here, background. Some companies want your background to be educational. Okay, some companies just want it to be neat and tidy. Okay, so you need to find out. If I were you, my suggestion, I try to go with inviting. It kind of looks, there's my little imagine, be you, kindness is always free. Let it be inviting, like I'm inviting them into my own little, personal home/classroom. When I was a brick and mortar teacher, this is kind of how I would decorate my classroom as well, so that my students felt like that they were in an educational environment, but also felt like they were kind of at home. It was warm, it was cozy. So that's what I go for with my background. I throw in a little education, throw in a little warm and cozy. Okay, so you also need to know what the expectations are for that company for your background. Okay, my suggestion, like I said, keep it, I would keep it educational, warm and cozy if you want to. Definitely nice and neat and well lit. Okay, and that takes me to number five. Lighting. Lighting. I cannot say it enough. Please make sure that you have good lighting. Now, I have studio lights in my classroom. You do not have to have studio lights whatsoever. But what you do need to do is look into your camera. If you raise your hand like this, hi, and there's a shadow behind you, you need more lights. Okay? Most of the time, an overhead light is not going to do it. A light directly in front of you, shining on your face, is what you need. Okay? So, for most companies, lighting is definitely going to be important. I do know for a fact with Magic Ears, it's a deal breaker. It's what they call a bottom line. You have to have good lighting. Okay? So I think that's enough said about lighting. Number 6, Ethernet cord. There are some companies that do require you to use an Ethernet cord. And I know some people will say, oh, well, I don't have an Ethernet cord and I work for so-and-so and I've been working for them forever and I just use Wi-Fi. Okay, good for you. But this is just my suggestion. For any company that you teach for, that you interview for, Ethernet cord. To me, it's just more stable. Okay, it's just more stable. And you definitely do not want your internet to cut out in the middle of an interview. Nobody says that it will, but this is technology, people. There's always that chance that it could happen. Just use the Ethernet cord. They're not that expensive. I'll drop the link below for the one that I purchased on Amazon. Okay, so enough about that. Use the Ethernet cord. Number 7, your energy. Okay. There's really only one company that I know of right now that likes for everyone to have the same exact energy, and that is Magic Ears, okay? Magic Ears wants everyone to be, hi, how are you? I'm Teacher Keisha. What is your name? Oh, Sally! It is so nice to meet you today, Sally. Okay? They like for all their teachers to keep pretty much that same energy. All right. The other companies that I work for, I feel like they still want energy, but you don't have to be that over the top. Okay. You can be more like, hello, how are you today? My name is Teacher Keisha. What's your name? Oh, hi, Sally. How are you today? Somewhere in between. Still, energetic, still smiling, still, introducing, interacting, or what have you, but not necessarily, I don't know another way to say it, but, over the top. And while we're talking about energy, let me see if I can slip this in real quick. I was going to do another video about online persona, but I'll just kind of slip it in right now. Those of you who have seen my videos of actual class footage know that my energy is completely different in class. My persona is definitely different than it is when I do these videos, okay? That's because everyone needs an online persona. When I was teaching in my brick and mortar classroom, this is probably the energy that I had, when I was saying, okay, 1 + 1, blah, 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 I'd give an occasional smile, every now and then. But this was probably my energy. You can't bring this level of energy into an online ESL classroom. And that's why everyone, who is a teacher, brick and mortar teacher, I don't care if you've been a brick and mortar teacher for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, you may not be able to transition into online ESL if you cannot, bring the energy. Okay? It's just like Beyonce. Beyonce says that when she's off stage, she's like quiet as a mouse, in the corner, blah, blah, blah. When she gets on stage, her online stage name, she turns into Sasha Fierce, okay? She is a totally different person when she's on stage, and she is giving it to you, honey. And that's what you have to do when you are teaching online. You have to give it to them, okay? You have to summon whatever you need to summon, okay, to get your energy up, get those kids engaged. It's a totally different world, okay? So enough about that. Number 8, making a connection with the kids. Sometimes, hello, how are you? They're gonna look at mom or dad. They might even start. Okay, so you've got to figure out, how you make a connection with Qkids. Here's my Kobe koala. Oh, Kobe! Kobe koala! And they might go, oh, Kobe koala! And I've made my connection, okay? With other students, it's not necessarily that easy, okay? And you may have to do something like this. Oh, what do bunnies like? What do bunnies like? Carrots! Yay! That's it! Whatever it takes, okay? Whatever it takes, make a connection. Even in your interview, because remember, your person who is interviewing you is pretending to be a 3, 4, 5-year-old child, okay? So treat them like that. Treat them like that, because they very well, when you ask them a question, may stare at you, because that's what you're going to get during an actual class sometimes, okay? So go ahead and treat them like they're a 4 or 5-year-old child and do what you need to do to make a connection, all right? And number 9, I'm almost finished, people. I know this is longer than usual video for me, but number 9, how you should dress. Pretty much all I have to say about that, no skin. Okay? No skin. Period. That's it. No skin. Short sleeve shirt is fine. Just do not go sleeveless, okay? No, V-necks or scoop necks where you're going to show not even a little bit of cleavage, okay? No skin is the way to go. And finally, number 10, last thing, and then I'm out of here, people. A headset. And I know, once again, some people will probably say, oh, well, I use my iPhone earbuds, and, I've been using those for a year, and they're fine. Okay, if that works for you, buddy. But my suggestion is, especially in your interview, get you a nice headset, okay? And use the headset. It makes your sound so much better. And especially if you get a noise canceling headset, it helps to kind of redirect your focus and take out all the excess noise that could possibly get recorded along with your voice during the interview. Okay, I will also drop the link for the headset that I have. It's an MPAL. Once again, Amazon is like my bestie. Okay? So that's it. That's honestly all I have. Those are the 10 things that I feel like that you really need to know for any company that you interview with. I promise you, they are all very much the same. There are very few things that differentiate these companies from one another when it comes to what they expect from their teachers. So if you have already interviewed with VIP Kid, you're good to go. You already know what Qkids wants, okay? The only company, once again, that I feel, and this is not a bad thing, at all. The only other company that I feel like that truly stands out, to my knowledge, is Magic Ears, okay? They are very, very strict when it comes to background, when it comes to lighting, when it comes to excess noise, when it comes to, your energy level. They are really the only company that I know that wants these things to be perfect, and these things are all deal breakers for them. Okay, so like I said, these 10 things, if you need to play this video over again, play it over again, and these are the 10 things that you need to know pretty much for each company. But you also need to know, just like I said with Magic Ears, these things are deal breakers. For some companies, I think they realize that they can help you to improve these things. So, they may pass you in the interview with some of these things that are lacking. And then, later on they could say, okay, well, we've hired you, but, let's talk about this, blah, 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 blah. Okay. But with some companies, that's not going to be the case. So just please be top notch with these 10 things before you go into any interview. Okay, any interview. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need to tell you, and I can't right now. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them below. You can email me. If you have seen me on Facebook, you know that you can private message me. I'm willing to answer any questions. Also, my friend and I, Britt Yallen's Facebook group, we have a lot of information there about the companies that we work for. Our group is also there to help you to improve, to be a better online teacher, or if this is a career that you are looking for, we are here to help you. So I will drop the link for that below so that you can join. Please remember to subscribe to my channel for more great content, and I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.